In the plan, we identified the setting up of a national university, as I said, as a critical intervention to address this crisis. The objective was to increase access while reducing the cost of university education in order to finally deliver 100% transition to higher education, whether it is transition to our TVETs, whether it's transition to our VCTs, whether it is our transition to our universities. That transition must happen so that we can continuously sharpen our human capital and use it to drive the prosperity of our country. As I have told you, I did undertake, and I am very proud of the team led by Professor Munavu, my former teacher. That great professor is a wonderful, good man. He participated in the education chapter, in the formulating the education chapter of our Kenya Konza plan, and many other aspects of that. And I'm very happy that he is also participating in its implementation. Asante sana, Professor. Early findings from the recommendation that Professor Munavu and team and Professor Maritim and team recommended on working group enabled us to consolidate the institutional framework for the National Open University and finalize the groundwork for its inauguration by developing, validating, and uploading courses and training material online. On Madaraka Day, as you all remember, I announced to the nation that the National Open University would shortly obtain its charter. That was a few months ago. Today, I am very proud that we've given Open University of Kenya a university charter. The magnitude of this achievement to me is big. For long, the term inclusive was assumed to be naturally incompatible with the purposes of higher education, while university education was commonly understood to be, by definition, the exclusive privilege of a few. And I say this as a public servant, knowing very well where we come from. When I look, for example, and that is what motivated me to rethink the higher education funding model. Because, good people, out of our 11,000, is it, or 12,000 secondary schools, Belio? 11,000. 11,000 secondary schools in Kenya. 5,000 secondary schools do not send even one student to university. Whole 5,000. Most of them in rural Kenya. That is a cause for us to do some soul searching. Many of the students who end up at our universities are the children in academies and the children of people who can afford a certain quality of education. Kenya cannot continue that way. We have to rethink it. Yes. And that is why in the new funding model at the university, we made the deliberate decision that students from vulnerable families must get 100% scholarship, at least to make sure that those who manage to go that far never drop out because they were not able to pay for this or the other. But we're going to work backwards. And I've already told Waziri Machakos to think. It cannot continue like that. We cannot continue to have the children of a few Kenyans going up the education ladder. We must make sure that the children of all Kenyans have equal opportunity to be their best. Today, Kenya makes history by flinching open the door of the university for everyone who wishes to receive higher education, from the convenience of their home, office, kiosk, farm, or other hustles. Those who do not wish or cannot afford to abandon their other interests in order to pursue university education can now enroll on more convenient terms. This is, in my very honest opinion, the university possibly of herdsmen, farmers. Mama Mboga in his place can also attend now university. Matatu drivers, border people, when you are waiting for your passengers, you can attend courses at the university. Watchmen, domestic employees, as well as trained professionals and graduates. Nothing says bottom-up better than an open University of Kenya that gives everybody a chance. It is indeed, in again my very honest submission, the people's university. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you can be in class in a university by simply logging in. I note with great satisfaction that the simultaneous implementation of our open university and the digital superhighway commitment demonstrate the internal coherence of the bottom-up economic transformation agenda and highlights the strategic complementarities between its pillars. You know, when we were discussing about how we are going to roll out 100 kilometers of fiber optic, many people were wondering why. It's about delivery of many things. E-commerce, delivery of digital jobs, delivery of university education, alongside all the other education requirements. We believe that intensifying connectivity in transport and communication infrastructure is essential for higher productivity and more vigorous economic activity throughout Kenya. This applies to traditional economic activity as well as the digital economy. As we continue to enrich our roads, rail, pipeline, port infrastructure, we are equally highly focused on laying down the infrastructural backbone of a robust digital economy. We are therefore collaborating with the private sector and other partners to build 100,000 kilometers of fiber optic cable network to connect every part of Kenya to high bandwidth digital networks. To complement this, we are also establishing fully fledged digital hubs in every constituency and 22,000 Wi-Fi hotspots at every market center in Kenya. And again, I have told my good friend Governor Mutula Jr., my lawyer, that we intend to expand this to all the vocational training centers that are manned by county governments, because we want to expand opportunity for access, both for purposes of training, for purposes of e-commerce, and also for purposes of ensuring that our digital jobs footprint in Kenya is as widely spread as possible. What this means is that the people of Kenya will be able to take advantage of nationwide internet accessibility to surmount the barriers of distance and cost to access quality education in their millions. We cannot therefore afford to be lax about quality in administering the curriculum of the Open University of Kenya. The university is our opportunity to provide quality, affordable education equitably and inclusively, while also taking deliberate care to develop a critical mass of digital and technological skills that will endow enterprises in all sectors with a suitable capacity to be innovative and also to be competitive. And I say this because it is important. And maybe I will request the university to consider, amongst the courses that the university should consider, is a course in making Kenya multilingual. I think it is easy for us to learn French, Chinese, Arabic, and every other language online. So it is our intention as a government to expand opportunities for the people of Kenya because we have the best human resource anywhere in the world. And to be able to deploy this best human resource, we need to access every market. And for us to access every market, we must be multilingual so that Kenyans can speak different languages. I would, maybe it is good to learn your mother tongue, but it takes you only so far around the village. But so I think added on to your mother tongue, I think, and all the other languages, Kiswahili and English, I think all of us should aspire to at least have another 2 languages. And I hope the Open University of Kenya can give us that opportunity. When you open that window, please let me know because I want to enroll. I am delighted to announce that the inaugural installment of courses to be offered by the university are highly aligned to our transformational agenda. Through the courses, we will acquire a formidable national stock of digital skills for our market and beyond. They include, as they are listed there, Bachelor of Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics, which, going by recent events in our digital domain, must be in very high demand in our market. Others are Bachelor of Data Science, Bachelor of Technology Education, Bachelor of Science in Business and Entrepreneurship and Statistics, and Bachelor of Science in Agriculture and Food Systems, again, because we need to deal with the cost of living. I am very happy that you people are thinking about it. The university also will offer postgraduate diplomas in leadership and accountability, as well as learning, design, and technology. I have been assured that in coming years, master's and doctorate programs will be introduced, making lifelong learning not only possible, but also accessible and affordable. The adoption of best practice, technologies, and teaching tools at the Open University of Kenya will guarantee effective curriculum implementation, quality education and training, and also set the pace for higher education in Kenya to transform teaching and also transform learning. I am encouraged to note that the university will implement a framework for recognizing prior learning in order to smoothen the pathways of progression for students. To enhance choice and increase our public university capacity, the Kenya Universities and Colleges Central Placement Service should incorporate the Open University of Kenya into its portal in time to enroll students for the academic year commencing September this year. It goes without saying that the students placed through what's commonly known as COOPs will benefit from government financial support through the new funding model according to the combination of loans and scholarships as evaluated by the means testing instrument. And I have seen the CEO of Higher Education Loans Board here. I am sure you have come to make sure that this facility is good enough to benefit from the resources that you disburse. I take this opportunity to commend the Cabinet Secretary for Education and various teams who supported him in delivering this magnificent achievement. You have accomplished, Minister, a historic project that I started many years ago. Be very proud that you brought this home. And one that ensures higher education systems leave no one behind. The Open University of Kenya is a major milestone in the implementation of our bottom-up economic transformation agenda, and I thank all of you, those who made every contribution to get us here, for a job well done. Asanteni sana. I encourage all Kenyans interested in pursuing university education flexibly, conveniently and affordably to make sure that they are in class come September this year. Aside from the university, the Konza ecosystem is benefiting from a greening initiative spearheaded by the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Forestry through its lead agency, Kenya Forest Service and Kenya Forestry Research. As I told the CEO a few months ago when they came to see me, you need to do something about greening this place, Bwana CEO. You know? I know you are acting CEO. Maybe if you did a good job with the greening, who knows? Huh? So whatever how you use that information is up to you. Working with the Konza Technopolis Development Authority on the greening initiative, the agencies are, among other technical services, providing appropriate tree seed varieties best suited for the Asal region as part of the 15 billion National Tree Growing and Ecosystem Restoration Program that seeks to raise Kenya's tree cover to 30% by 2032. The initiative will see authorities set up a 10 million capacity tree nursery to enable it grow 1 million trees within the Technopolis by 2025, making it a model site in restoration of Asal landscape. And I have said that KFS, in collaboration with Konza, should make seedlings available to the communities around here. The county government of Makueni, the county government of Machakos, the county government of Kajiado should be able to benefit from the tree seedlings here. And I look forward to a report that says we are making progress. Let me also say, so far, the authority has been able to grow 30,000 trees and 200,000 shrubs and ground cover within phase 1 of the Technopolis and donated 100,000 seedlings to communities, public institutions, and conservation organizations for planting within the Technopolis 10 kilometers buffer zone in the last 1 year. Through KEFRI and Konza, Konza will set up an ultra-modern research and development facility that will become a center of excellence in restoration of degraded Asal landscape by offering training, site-specific matching, and accompanying technical service to communities and institutions working in these fragile ecosystems in our Asals. Alongside Greening Konza Initiative, the National Environment Management Authority, NEMA, is assisting Konza in sustainable waste management, including setting up one of Kenya's most foremost public e-waste recycling facility on a 2-acre piece of land here. The pilot phase of the project, which is at the core of Kenya's circular economy blueprint, is supported by the World Bank's Global Environment Facility. Many other things I do not want to mention today because this is not the occasion for it. Just to make an announcement that it is my commitment and that of the Kenya government that this facility will go into phase 2 immediately. Let me also say that we have secured another 100 billion for this facility in the next 5 years. So we have resources to develop this Konza facility. Some people have been asking, what have I been doing? When I have gone to this country, I saw the media try and say this man has traveled here and here and here. Amongst the things that we have managed to achieve, I traveled to Korea, I traveled to Germany, I have traveled to another 3 countries on this very subject. I am very proud to announce to you that we now have 100 billion shillings for Konza Technopolis to develop phase 2. And among the things we want to develop here is the road. We want to expand the road from Machakos Turnoff that we dualed now all the way to Emali. So we are going to dual that road to eliminate the accidents and to make sure that this facility becomes much more accessible. Another component of what we are going to do with that facility is to make sure that we deliver water to this facility. I have heard the discussion, the suggestions that have been made by the leadership of this area in matters water. I want to assure you that we now have a facility that will deliver water directly to this Konza from Kilimanjaro to this place, and we have the resources to do it. And also to mention that we are also going to rehabilitate the pipeline that already exists. I know there's been a bit of pull and push between Kajiado and Makueni. I want to assure you that we are going to develop these two pipelines so that there is no quarrel between the counties. Let me also say we are going to have a huge infrastructure here to support our technology. Because we have made a conscious decision as a country that we are moving into the digital space, there are accompanying risks. But I want to assure you that we have the resources now to build the necessary infrastructure to support Kenya going the technology trajectory. And we will all move in that direction. We have other pieces of infrastructure that will be put up. There is a comprehensive program on how this is going to be delivered. I just want to give assurance to all of us